OL Reign against Gotham Saturday in San Diego at Snapdragon Stadium. All right, Jeff, so we had both of the top seeds go down and both of them playing at home. Which of the two for you was the biggest disappointment from the weekend?
The Shield winners, San Diego Wave, I think has to be the big disappointment. I mean, this is a team that in a year that was pretty chaotic, a lot of parity in the league, managed to put together, at least by a thin margin, the most consistent season. Really, you could argue that for back-to-back, even as an expansion team last year, leading the league for half of the year. They get a home semifinal in front of a record crowd, and I think really have the talent to get this done. You look at Portland, and maybe you say, okay, there were some signs there. They were wobbling at the end of the regular season. The Wave were on the upswing of momentum. They had what it takes, talent-wise. They had the momentum in their favor, and I think that this game, Casey Stoney afterwards, she said she was almost lamenting the fact that she felt like, taking nothing away from the Reign, that they sort of, it was what they didn't execute. It wasn't necessarily that the Reign came out and just gave it to them and really put them back on their heels. It was really that the Wave, we didn't see the best Wave that we could have on the day, and I think that's really what the disappointment was.
All right, as the production crew for many are from San Diego would say, they lost in the most San Diego way possible. If you're from the area, you would know what I'm talking about. What happened to Portland? That was my pick to win it all. Sophia Smith was my pick for MVP. That still may happen. I mean, what went wrong for Portland? Because if I'm looking on paper, they could just dismiss what happened to Angel City and just say, okay, regroup, a healthy Sophia Smith, you should take care of this at home. What happened?
Well, look, I think Portland in this game specifically attempted to get into a real tactical chess match with a team that loves to do that, right? And this is a Thorns team that is very athletic, certainly has technical ability, certainly has plenty of, the tactical nuance. But if you look at these two teams and what kind of game they wanted to play, this was a Gotham game. They got the sort of back and forth. They got the tight midfield. They got that, everything that they wanted really in the middle of the park. And as much as, yes, the Thorns had stretches of play, we saw in the highlights there that Sophia Smith gets behind twice. And, maybe you can call that lucky that she doesn't convert or that Morgan Weaver scuffs that shot. But this very much played out how Gotham wanted, 0-0 in the extra time. And then, Boston Breakers legend, NWSL journeywoman, Katie Stengel just hits it upper 90. This was a game where, the tactical plan really fell to Gotham. And I don't think, this has been a theme for the Thorns throughout the season. They've had some ups and downs. We saw in the spring some struggles. We saw it again come around, the end of the regular season. I think that as much as they had the talent, they haven't always had the tactical answers, when they do get hit by another team and another team has something to throw at them, like Gotham did, where their number 9 played as a number 6 for basically the full first half, Esther Gonzalez.
All right, Jeff. So it's OL Reign against Gotham for all the marbles. But really what everybody's saying is it's Ali Kreiger against Megan Rapinoe in what will be both of their last games. I mean, from a fan perspective, from a neutral perspective, this is really a dream final, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this has the global appeal you'd want. I mean, Megan Rapinoe getting there, period, right? I mean, this is something that her retirement has been a global headline at the U.S. level, but she's talked a lot about what the Reign has done for her career. And then to add that, Ali Kreiger on the other side, her last game, I think that this is going to be, it's an exciting game. I mean, look, these are two teams that are vying for their first NWSL titles. The Reign's history of losing at this stage is well documented, and they'll be looking to end that narrative. And then Gotham looking to complete a worst to first here. 12th place last year, 12 straight losses last year. Horrendous season, frankly, and to be in a final. Second year in a row, we've had a team that finished last the prior season make the final. Gotham will hope to do what Kansas City couldn't last year. But yeah, Kreiger versus Rapinoe will be huge. And looking forward to, I think what will be, you look at who maybe has an advantage. This playoff so far, I feel like, has really lent towards the defensive sides. Krieger's been spectacular. I thought Becky Sauerbrunn was spectacular on the other side, but Krieger's been very good for Gotham, and that could be a difference again in the final.